So the first step to any makeup look is to prime the skin. Here I'm using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Primer in the smoothing one. This just really smooths over my pores and makes my foundation blend onto my skin flawlessly. Next, I'm going to be prepping my skin with the Badescu facial spray, and it just helps really plump up my skin and makes my skin feel great. And then the next primer I'm going to use is the Smashbox Primer Water. This is literally a miracle in a bottle. For foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in 209 Caramel Beige mixed with the MAC Face and Body Foundation in C2. I just feel like the L'Oreal by itself is just too yellow for me. So to apply that to my skin, I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Stippling foundation brush. This brush is amazing. I'm just going to buff it all over the skin. Just make sure you don't miss your ears and down your neck. Give it a little shimmy. Next, I am going to conceal, and I'm using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW25, I believe, with a Morphe E8 brush. I just really like to buff this concealer in because at times when I just pounce it on with the Beauty Blender, it's just a little too thick. So I'm going to blend it underneath my eyes, on top of the lip where I grow facial hair. Gross, I know. So yeah, that just helps conceal because it's a very full coverage concealer. Now to further conceal underneath my eyes and around my face, I'm going in with the bareMinerals bareSkin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, which is my favorite at the moment. I'm using medium golden just underneath my eyes, and then to highlight the rest of my face, I'm using the shade Light. So I put that in the center of my forehead, underneath my eyes, in kind of a triangle down my nose, and a little bit on the side of my face. Then I went in with the original Beauty Blender. This is just my favorite way to blend out concealer, using the pointed side to just blend it underneath my eyes and everywhere else. Then I'm going to go in with the Mehron HD foundation. It's a cream foundation applied with a little concealer brush just to put it in the areas I want to contour. I'm using the shade Dark 1, and this is a perfect kind of cool tone shade for me to contour with. And to blend that out, I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush, which is a synthetic brush that I'm using to blend out that cream contour. And with the cream contours, you kind of want to just buff and blend upwards so that you don't bring the darkness down your cheekbone. And then I'm going to blend out the edges with a Beauty Blender. Then to blend out the contour on my nose, I'm going in with the Morphe M407 brush, I believe. Kind of small and fat for my nose. The next, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is my all-time favorite right now. This is what I use on the daily. It's in the shade Black. Literally the only company that makes a black eyebrow pencil that I love. And I'm just going to lightly fill them in, draw hair strokes, and then brush them out with this spoolie. And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Radiant Concealer, and then this double-ended brush from Crown just to blend that out. I'm using the fat side to blend all over my lid, and then the pointed pencil side to blend underneath my eyebrow to kind of clean up the areas that I mess with my eyebrows. And now I don't really bake and just like shove pounds of powder underneath my eyes and on my face. I kind of just go in with a little bit just to set, and then I am kind of baking the sides of my nose because foundation tends to rub off there. Then I'm going in with a Velour powder puff from Laura Mercier, my favorite. I have like 5 of these. I'm gonna set the rest of my face with that same Ben Nye neutral set powder. Then I'm going to apply this cute little Becca kit that I got. It's in the shade Moonstone. It's their little liquid illuminator. I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheekbones. I would have done this underneath the powder, but I forgot. And then I'm just going to blend it out with a Beauty Blender. Then I'm going in with my Stila In The Know palette, and I'm taking the shades Air and Wind all over my lid to set my eyeshadow base. Now I didn't use a regular eyeshadow base. I used a concealer, but that's just my preference. Then I'm taking a Sedona Lace 863 brush with the shade Clay from that same palette, and I'm blending it into my crease. I'm starting on the outer V of my eye and then blending inwards. Then I'm going to take the shade Desert and blend that just directly on top of it. I believe that I went a little higher with that color. Then I'm going in with my favorite palette at the moment. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Master Palette by Mario. With a pencil brush from Bdellium Tools, I'm taking the shade Lula. I think that's how you say it. And I'm putting that on the very outer V of my eye and then on the outer corner of my lower lash line as well. And then I'm taking a Makeup Geek blending brush and I'm taking the shade Isabel directly on top of that last shade that I put, blending it kind of upwards. Make sure you really blend to give a nice gradient effect. Then I'm taking the shade Violetta with that same Bdellium Tools pencil brush, putting it on the very outside corners of my eyes, blending in and on my lower lash line. Now I'm going in with the Too Faced Glitter Glue Shadow Insurance to apply the glitter that I'm going to be putting on my lid. I'm putting a little bit on the back of my hand, then taking that on my finger and pressing it onto my eyelid. Then I'm taking this glitter from Ulta, I think it's in Fairy Princess, and putting it directly on top of that shadow primer base that we put down to help the glitter stick. This glitter primer is amazing, you need it if you're going to work with glitters. Then I'm going back into the Anastasia and Mario palette and taking the shade Marina and putting that directly over top of the glitter. The reason why I did this is because I wanted the glitter to kind of barely peek through. Then I'm taking a Bdellium Tools like big face blending brush and I'm dusting away the excess powder that I set under my eyes and the side of my nose. Then I'm going in with my everyday foundation. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder in C4 and I'm dusting that just underneath my eyes and in areas that I think needs to be a little lighter, like underneath the cheeks where I contoured, center of my forehead, things like that. Going back into that Mario palette, I'm taking Marina again on a small shadow brush. It's like a detail brush. I'm putting that on the inner part of my lower lash line. Then I'm taking this tiny little Becca highlighter that I got in a little set, placing the Moonstone Skin Perfector on the inner corners of my eyes, and I seriously was obsessed with this tiny little compact. It was so cute and little. Then I'm going in with Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, putting one single coat on my lashes to give a nice base for my falsies. These falsies are a new product that I'm launching with True Lashes. They're kind of like a dupe for like House of Lashes Iconics, if you will. Then I'm going in with my favorite Kiss glue and a pair of tweezers, just plopping those on. I like to set them on with the tweezers first and then I pinch with my fingers to blend my natural lashes and the falsies together. Then I am going in with a black eyeliner pen and just filling in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm not actually lining my eyes. Then I'm taking that same Tarte mascara and putting it on my lower lashes. To apply my bronzer, I'm going in with the MAC 135 brush with Benefit Hoola bronzer just to contour my cheeks a little bit, down my neck and on my temples. Just a light bronze, I didn't want to add too much. And then I'm going in with this little contour brush that I got from like Wish with the banana powder from the Anastasia contour kit, putting that underneath my contour, which I went a little bit heavy-handed. It's a little bit too pale down there. I put it down my nose as well. And then I went in with that same brush and the fawn shade down the sides of my nose. Then for blush, I'm taking MAC Blush Baby, my all-time favorite blush, with the MAC 129 brush just on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm taking the Morphe M501 brush with the Becca Opal highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter. It just looks so natural and skin-like. I love it. So I put that on the tops of my cheeks there. It's just pop in. You already know with that. Yeah, so Opal is my favorite. I put it on top of my cheeks, on the tip of my nose, down the center of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and then on the top of my lip. Then I'm going back in with that little mini Becca Moonstone highlighter just on the very tops of my cheekbones just to let them pop a little bit more. Then I'm kind of not setting, but just using it as a setting spray. This is the Smashbox Primer Water again. Then I'm going to go in with the lips. So I'm taking the NYX Hot Red Lip Pencil. I'm just defining my lips. And everyone always thinks I overdraw my lips, but I don't. They're natural. They're my natural lips. Going in with my favorite red lipstick of all time. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in American Doll. It's just amazing. I'm just putting that over the top of the lip liner, all over my lips. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button down below. And also you can go over to my blog to find all the details of the products that I use for this video. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's all at BeautybyAndy. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'd like to thank you for watching.